For me, before I start my address, Honorable Chief of Staff, when we do these things, we have to recount how it all started. I remember in 2016, when I was the second deputy governor, there was nothing like cybersecurity. That word was not in this bank. It was not in the industry. Nobody, knew anything about cybersecurity. And then one of the vendors who works for us, they still work for us. I don't want to mention his name. He's an Israeli. He visited me in the office one time, and he said, Mr. Deputy Governor, the way you live your lives in Ghana, I am from Israel. If we live that way, within 24 hours, will not exist. And I said, what do you mean? Then he said, your banks close at 5 p.m. And until the following morning, 8 p.m., nobody cares. The whole country goes to sleep. But that is when somebody is waking up and sitting on his computer. So whilst you are asleep, so much will happen till the next morning. And then he told me that he went to work in one of the banks. He does work for some of the banks. And he said he just decided to connect his device to the back of one of their ATMs. And he could access all the data, the banking data, just so easily. So he said, you are exposed to cybersecurity risks. Anything can take your industry down. From the time you close at 5 p.m., and by the time you come to work 8 in the morning, you are heavily exposed. So I sat up and I said, what can we do? And then he said, you need to first protect the central bank. Something has to be done, and done quickly. And then you should come up with an information security document, a policy document that will guide the industry. So after he left, I went to my boss, Dr. Nashiru. I said, look, this guy has told me something that is scary. We need to start work.